it makes the bracket so goofy. Like, I feel like we've had that so much this year already, where the bracket's upside down because of upsets in round one. Like, I hope this is a little more.
Yeah, the last two tournaments, right?
Yeah, I mean, these already screwed us with what the round one they lost.
Yeah, them and Ultra just run through losers brackets.
Yeah. So I'm kind of hoping it's more. Not that I want things to be predictable, but it just makes like weird situations, and then suddenly we have a million 3-0s. But yeah, no, you're probably gonna have to win the next 3. Maybe you get in at 2 and 3, which they can more than likely do, but. Yeah, a little bit of pressure here, and they're squaring up on Skyline, which Ant said you probably shouldn't be doing, but Thieves not afraid to square up despite the fact they start out 0-2. And while they can be a final boss here too when they're clicking.
I think they probably shouldn't if they were at a similar level to Vegas, but they don't care.
No, exactly.
Hydra's 4-0 already.
That happened real quickly. He got basically every single kill off the break-offs. AR in hand and just frying them here. Couple of headshot tags with Priesta. That'll chain together a few, but all the time, I mean, it has literally been, this is perfect for Thieves. You have 30 seconds already through the opening P1, which is outrageous. I mean, if they put up 50 seconds at the first P1, I mean, I think we can put a mercy roll in.
Already?
Yeah.
A mercy roll off the P1.
No, but that is pretty impressive, right? Like,
no, it is, right? No trophies, right off the break. You would think someone's going to dive on out, but that doesn't happen. And you are going to get 48 seconds on a rotation.
Wow.
You have a 1 versus 1 that's going to turn to 1v2. The spread backs all the way up. He's going to play for spawns, but immediate pressure here from Thieves.
Yeah, they're going to be bringing in. They're going to have the numbers now. You get one more person that's going to spawn safe. That'll be Arcides. The other guy's going to be spawning out for Vegas Falcons. So numbers here in a big way for Thieves. Quick break. Rack it up. The quick time. This is about as perfect of a start as you can have on a Skyline.
This might get ugly.
It might. And, you know, we were just talking about this, like, literally, like, Thieves are what you think of, like, with a super team. Listen, I know they've started slow here, but, like, just that ability to come on, beat someone 250 to 50. They have some remarkable wins, and like I expect that from your top teams. Like your really top teams still smash people
in like a hard point. Yeah, they did it in a final to Surge on this map.
Yeah.
So they are very comfortable here, playing the best of the best in. You can't really critique P1 and P2. RC's is 0-7, not a great look there, but an even worse look is they have 8 points.
No, that's a good way to look at it. But no, now they've got 10, Joe. Unfortunately, after they get there too, the rest of the kill is going to go the way of Thieves. They'll battle in. Everybody is dead. They're worried about reading both sides of the map just because they kind of had that 4 dead scenario, but the split doesn't come in. It actually works out perfectly. Number 8, Ghosty, was pushed far enough forward that everyone's going to spawn out towards old at P2. Lead already to 100, and we are on our 3rd hard point.
I'm not really sure if they even know what's like happening right now. They're all just chilling in the kitchen, making a team meal. Bonding. This is a great little team exercise.
Yeah, you know, you and I were thinking about going to the driving range. This is one of those 40-minute series. We might be going to the driving range, Joe.
This might be a 4-minute series.
Yeah, no, feeling that way. Hydra, he's on 5 straight at 14 and 5. Got that quick 4-0 start and has not slowed down whatsoever. Somebody let Clay and the boys know the series has begun. We're to our final hard point in the rotation. They're on 10. It's somehow getting worse. And I don't mean worse than a lead, like obviously we go worse than a lead, but like it's getting worse just from like their overall like points per hard point.
Well, they're losing rotation to P4. They don't have any map control. One player does sneak through bedroom. That's going to be exited. He's able to find a double. Might be the first double for them on the map. But unfortunately, they don't have the spawns.
Where's Commissioner Slasher? Let it go. Mercy roll?
No, we're in.
Okay, here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Falcons are in. This is a comeback. This is a comeback, Joe.
1 hard point at a time.
They have now doubled.
1 fight at a time.
Doubled their points up to 20. Sweet Jesus. See how long they hold. Nice little gunfight win there for
He's
Brad.
getting fired up. He's getting fired up.
I don't know if he is. I don't know if you can get fired up at this point.
I'm getting fired up.
Okay, well, that's good, Joe. Someone needs to. They'll get triple their time. With the 20 seconds they're able to earn there at the P4, but still down 130.
Every time you speak, it's not getting any better.
Yeah, no, it's not. Here we go. Breaking into the P1.
1 hard point at a time. Hey, we won the last hard point thing about at P4. Maybe split it.
Maybe just hope Steve got overconfident, dude. They're smashing him so much, the boys started vibing. Hydra was telling some bad jokes, and then suddenly Vegas Falcons come back into this, man. RC's went from 0-7 to 7-13. Nice little stretch out of him. Everybody from Thieves are dead, and Vegas Falcons are alive. They were still jet lagged.
Little jet lagged.
Yeah. They didn't travel, but they were jet lagged.
Got it. That makes sense. But if you take this from a hardpoint by hardpoint stand, I mean, they just won this one.
Yep. No, 100%.
Per location.
That's another win, Joe. That's one way to look at it. Trying to spin the positives. I appreciate that out of you. Accident looking for his 5th in a row. Next hardpoint. Getting ready to populate. Still a skirmish going on around the point. Wastio comes out on top, and that will be Thieves as they kill everybody outside of Pred. Pred, the last one they have to hunt down. Spawning out deep will be Vegas Falcons. They try to fight back, and well, with all this time, you can't quite win it, but Thieves gonna basically secure the victory. But I'll be honest with you, they secured it in the first P3.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Or are you?
Hold up now. Pred's double.
You have to just believe.
I know. I try to always believe, Joe. I try to always believe. They're getting some quality time here at the P2. Might avoid getting 100-point clubbed. I mean, honestly, that's the one positive you take away. I mean, it was looking like it was going to be probably the most embarrassing scoreline we've had on a hardpoint the entire year. No longer going to be the case. We've had several in this atmosphere. P3 was dominant from Thieves the first time through. We're going to at least get there a second time. Kind of a last chance to now hold for Falcons.
I like how you started that statement with, like, we're going to find a positive here, and then ended it with, like, potentially the worst scoreline of the year.
Oh, you know, I get confused sometimes while I'm talking. I try to keep it interesting. Keep people on their toes, Joe.
But it's looking better.
It is. It is looking better. They're holding this down. It's real difficult to cast a hardpoint, though, when you think it's done 3 minutes in.
I mean, I think it's tough to play a hardpoint.
It probably is, yeah. It probably is. But no, I mean, jokes aside, they've started to bring it back a bit. Hopefully, for the Vegas Falcons side, you start to get a little bit of a rhythm to your game. Maybe the comms need to warm up a little bit. Pred's on 5 straight. Exit's on 5 straight. You start to feel good about this. I just worry that maybe it's more Thieves took their foot off the gas. You just hope that's not the case if you are Falcons.
I mean, this was a long time ago, but wasn't like the first Thieves Vegas like matchup online? Like, didn't they like play Skyline Search and all hit vent routes, like stuff like that?
Yeah. That was a trolley search issue.
Maybe a little trolley.
Streaks are in. Trying to open up this P4. Last player is going to be Priesta inside. He'll get picked by Scrap. Thieves in. Need 20 for the victory.
Envoy's just like, you guys go have some fun. Like, I'm just going to sit in the hill.
Exit earned a streak, though.
That's impressive.
Maybe, no, it's actually remarkable considering how this one has gone. They had a, well, that's how the map's gone. That is how the map is gone. Team kill from the streak. Map is over. It was over pretty early. You know, you never want to count out the crazy comebacks. You know, we've had some over the years. There's been some crazy ones. What was that one? Wasn't it over Thieves, or who was it? It was that Claser team, like that Vegas team that had that insane one. And,
oh, yeah.
MW2, was it? That, like, crazy one? There's been some nutty ones, but didn't really seem like it was in the air on that. At least Falcons' guns did get hot, started to warm up a bit. Just have to brush that one off because you got just laid out, uppercut, haymaker, jumped on, spit on, thrashed in that map 1. I mean, they did.
Oh, I hear you.
Yeah, no, this
just kept going.
You know, I was gonna see how long I could go, but then I knew that it would end up getting weird because I would just say some real
nasty.
Yeah, it was gonna get nasty. The longer that I went, a lopsided one. And honestly, the scoreline doesn't look as bad as it actually was. They made it a bit more respectable.
No, you're right. Yeah, and again,
it's also a skyline though. Like beating someone like that on a skyline, like it's.
Envoy was chilling. He's got 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'd be the same way. Like one of those games where like,
come on, brush it off. Yeah.
Or no, I'm just.
Oh, you mean for Thieves? Yeah.
Yeah, and Envoy's just like, you guys go have fun. I'm gonna just make sure we win.
Yeah. He had his plays though. You're seeing a multi for them, and there at the P3. But yeah, it was slow. I mean, you had what 10 points through the first 4 hard points or whatever it was. Or no, they got going into the P4, right? The first
into
P4.
The P4, yeah. Split that P4.
That's right. That's what they got their next 20 seconds. But wow, I mean, you could see just on the left side.
51-10. It really did get that pretty ugly.
No, it was real ugly. This is when I checked out. When it was 150-10.
I think they also did.
Yeah. We witnessed a murder. But hopefully you got the comms flowing, the confidence maybe a little bit for Falcons as you did bring it back a bit. You earned a streak, which blew my mind, and then you just blew Priest's mind as well. As that doesn't lead to anything, and Thieves close it out. All right, well, that one's done. I don't really have much to add to that. For Search and Destroy, that's for Thieves. What, you're 0-3, right? In this qualifier?
0-3 this qualifier, yeah, for the first 2 matches.
You played 2 of your better search teams.
Hey, and if you're Falcons, you're back in the hard point, sort of, we can't win this mode. We're 0-6 now.
Now we went to our 2-3-5 team.
We're 2-3-5 team.
Sure, why not?
This is what we do.
That seemed to change overnight.
Vault Control, they looked great yesterday.
No, they did. That's true. They did. Fred next day just, kept the pace going, kept the tempo going, constantly were a thorn of the opposition side. So we'll see if they can do that. And yeah, for Thieves on this side, you've lost searches to what? Miami and to FaZe. Like, okay. 2 of the top. Yes. Like their losses, I think I'm disappointed in Thieves just because you just won an event, but like, I don't know. Part of me gets it. Little hangover. It can happen. And
Ghosty's first big win.
And you played, yes, his first win. And well, if you take away the minor. But yeah, it's 2 good teams you lost to. Brushed it off. But now, yeah, you need to come in and you have to win this, bro. You need to finish 3-2, get into a winner's bracket. You want to have a strong Major 4 until we get to champs. I'm actually really excited to see what this difference is like with champs. Like, I really am curious. Like, this 3 weeks versus...
Normally it's like a couple weeks. Yeah,
well, it's like... It ends up being like, it's usually a week and a half, kind of, when you think about the days, and now it's like 2.5 or 3.5. Is it 3.5 or 2.5?
3.5.
It's a long time compared to what it usually is. I'm curious how that's going to change teams. A little bit more time to scrim. Maybe Major 4 results will matter a little bit less. We'll see. But this is a look at the S&D like we were talking about. They've been a bit cold, 0-3, but yeah, you played arguably 2 of what, maybe the top like 3 search teams.
Yeah, I think maybe the ones that I take from that is like the plant win percentage was at 83%. And it was down to 33. So like when they're getting bombs down, just not winning the rounds whatsoever. So maybe just something little they're focusing on.
Well, we'll see if they focus more on the Search and Destroy than that match you were talking about early in the year. Because yeah, that was a trolley one. I don't think we're going to see 4-man rogue trolley hits.
An event.
Where are we going for the map 2? I just looked at it and I blacked out. Honestly, that map 1 threw me for a doozy. I feel like I got uppercut by the thunder of LA Thieves. Team's talking through stuff. Looks like we're about to load in. All smiles on one side.
Paco's got a great smile.
He does. Trying to rebound on the other side. So rewind. Okay. Well, the reason I asked is I was about to say there's no vent on this map, but then I was like, wait, it was a dealership? I couldn't remember.
Yeah, 4 dealers are in the vent.
Imagine 4 in a dealer vent. That'd be the funniest thing.
I'm not even sure you fit 4 there.
You can fit it. All right, Falcons, this is where you show you're a 2-3-5 team. You bring it back, you try to silence that beautiful smile of Hydra.
A lot of burger pressure, so thought maybe there was a chance Ghosty was going to get caught, but they don't see anything B-side, so just bomb immediately being planted. You're gonna have a great setup here.
Well, I said take some shots now. He's gonna be worried about immediate pressure, but okay for now. Thieves content to just kind of hold. No trophy, so looking to do some damage with the nade. I thought that was going to connect, but I'm not sure how it
landed a little short.
Yeah,
must have.
I didn't think it did. I thought for sure that was going to connect, but doesn't. Hydra gets the first blood. Scrap gets damage into another, which leads to an envoy kill. That's clean there from Scrap onto the third. Last guy up will be Pred. He's traded out, and quick and convenient there for Thieves in the opener.
Yeah, well, we just talked about plant win percentage round, and that's going to go up right there. I mean, bomb side is open. They don't see anything off the start. Josie doesn't get picked. Burger side. They just see the bomb is there, so they're going to take that plant.
Yeah, no.
And yeah, if that nade is a little bit better from Xdid, he's able to find that opener, maybe there's a chance that looks a little different.
Yeah, no, I don't know if they could have applied pressure off of it or if they were going to, but I thought...
he's going to chow that if he gets a hit marker.
I assume so, yeah. No, I thought that was the play, and that just didn't connect. It looked good to me, but it must have been short.
Maybe there's wind.
Or wind or invisible walls, who knows?
Hydra's just going.
And that position is where he's been able to make so many plays, kind of aggressive through Burger. Him and Scrap will kind of switch up who's playing that defensively, and they'll find openers, but you take the numbers early. Falcons in control. Hydra and Envoy, the remaining 2 players, and X is just going to get caught reloading. RC's no angle for the trade. Now to 2 versus 2. RC's is going to get plucked, and suddenly your 3v2 advantage you had as Falcons is gone, and it's all Priesta by himself.
Yeah, you decide to rotate it out, and Envoy just hears all the doors, right? It's being opened, but RC's is through, so like Xnet thinks he's safe to cross, and he's not. He's like, Envoy's right here. So he just gets some bad timing, then RC's, he gets caught pushing on through. Let's see what Priesta is able to do. Oh, we're going to look at each other.
Hey.
Bye.
That should be the round. That is tough. Unfortunately, it's don't clear behind the truck, and that's where both players for Thieves are lying in wait. 4-0 start for Envoy. Yeah, maybe, you know, he's had some, I don't know, I feel like each year he has some up and downs in the respawns, but he can be a staple for them in Search.
Yeah, I think in hardpoint, especially, we've seen it, especially like, I don't know.
Well, yeah, no, you're
map
right.
ones.
Respawn's not fair. He's been great control.
Yeah, his control is unreal. His Search has been fantastic. But if he's had any slip-ups, it's been like game 1 hardpoints in some series.
He's perfect for this team, though. I think just the vibe. He's an unselfish player. He'll do whatever.
And I'm excited to see. I assume there was probably some pressure for Ghosty just to get this win, plus this roster. Now that it's finally under his belt, will he start to level up a little bit more?
Yeah. I don't know what that's like as a player. Like, how much that weighs on you, just that first one. I assume as years goes on, he's still a young player, but, like, it does, especially when you're getting so many seconds. Yeah, maybe it does free him up. Hydra, I thought got the tax in for the kill, and then it turns into 2. What in the hell was that? And then Arcees gets 2 that I don't understand.
I mean, some just great individual talent on display right there. Hydra from one POV, Arcees the other.
I was going from saying, how did Hydra not finish the first kill, to just 2 after I blinked. And then Alec gets 2 of his own. Thieves looking for their 3rd stray round as they're wrapping her all the way around the back. Priesta, he's staying active. Unfortunately, one of these situations where you get active and Hydra just
They're just always like 2 steps ahead. Like literally 2 steps ahead on these rotations where these players are just running into them on Falcons.
Yeah. It's just Thieves are more decisive, getting in positions
Confident,
a little bit quicker. Confident, yeah. Not second guessing anything. Arcees, this would be for the ace. So 1v2 for the ace. You see the dance shoulders from both players.
Synchronized dancing.
Yeah. Arcees, can he shut it down, though? There's info. Did he get spotted? He didn't. Able to win it. Now down to 1 versus 1. The 1v2 for the ace for Arcees. He's able to win it. Arcees with the ace in a ludicrous round.
And I don't know, does Scrap turn right here, like to hop the wall?
Yeah, no, it had to been
he might have got some awful time.
I think it was.
Either way, great discipline there from Arcees. He sees both across. Yeah, Scrap was just starting to turn to plant a bomb, but he reads it well. And then in the 1 versus 2, finds the first, backs away, plays his life.
The more impressive part might have been the first 2 he got. We kind of hopped to the end of it, but I don't even know how he got away with 2 there.
Little pop-up.
And he's had some clutches as of late. I mean, what, the Rocker match, he had a bunch. Who was it? Oh, it was Kenny. He just like killed like 100 times. The Search and Destroys. But
yeah, his Search has been solid. His hard point.
Yeah. Starting 0-7. He's had some where he starts out strong, but yeah, it's been a little all over the place. But ace for him there. Maybe that's what you need.
Like
No. Well. You need a round to get going. Envoy, though, puts you down to 16 HP quickly. You can't get back to full because you've already been stunned up. Hydra playing a little bit faster. You talked about being a couple steps ahead. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, he's just running. Like,
did he just push all the way through Burger and wrap?
All the way through.
Yeah.
In your spawn in 15 seconds, gonna find the first blood. Now the rest of the Thieves are here, just playing with no fear.
Thieves still trying to close it out. Got damage into both, but Priest and Exit just kind of hiding. They're trapped in. I mean, I'm not sure how they're going to get out of this. Maybe they catch it timing, wrapping backside, so no. We'll get through. No plant in yet.
Yeah, they're going to wait for Envoy to make sure nobody's pushed through. Then allow Hydra to just group up with the Ghosty, and now it's just dealing with the angles. Well, there we go.
No, that was going to be a tough one.
Yeah, when you're stuck inside of generators for 10 seconds.
Yeah. I wasn't even sure if they're going to be able to cross the bomb without losing a player, but they at least got there, but never actually able to get it down. See the final one there from Ghosty's POV is after, I mean, outside of the RC's ace, it's been all Thieves. They probably should be up 4-0 right now, but playing with some confidence. And yeah, this is what we saw, like, what, the matchup versus Surge, when I think back to, like, the grand final, even the winner's bracket final, maybe a little bit like Well, no, but it was the grand final they played Rewind, right? Or winners final? I forget which one it was, but maybe both. Might have been both, actually. But Hydra on defense loves to get aggressive through Burger. And depending on the timing he catches, yeah, he'll get there so fast on the flank. Great movement from Envoy. It was nothing crazy. He just clean little side slide.
Well, I think that is a difference of like Pred probably normally just runs through that, and someone's in a chow with him, but they just like kind of backed away. He's like afraid. Doesn't move on forward. That is a kill I think you should catch Envoy. As a team, there are so many of you there.
Allowed him to like get movement on you and
correct,
center,
and then he gets help.
Yeah, instead of getting caught. They're getting outclassed right now. But to be fair, they shouldn't be. Listen, Thieves are the favorite here, heavily. But it finally seems like Thieves starting to click a little bit off the major hangover, dial back in, try to get to 3-2 if they can win these final 3 matches. Just make sure they got a winner's bracket start. And you just want to hope you don't have to play. I don't know if they're not scared to play anyone, but hope you don't have a much tougher.
They might want like a tougher round 1 matchup.
Maybe, honestly.
Where they've had some blunders.
No,
maybe
just
play somebody tough right away.
Just beat them early. Get the blood flowing. Dan Ghosty on 4 straight at the moment. Envoy, triple positive. He's having a map as well, and they've been dominating for the most part, but the offense is stalled out for now for Falcons. And this is kind of the more passive Thief setup. You don't have the aggressive play versus into Burger.
Yeah, RC's he's playing for Hydra finally, but that doesn't happen. Hydra's going to go on the other side of the map where he's going to have a 1 versus 1. Meanwhile, Envoy, he just flies on through with a teammate. They're going to catch him on the bomb.
Yeah, no, he just catches the timing as they're working for the plant, and suddenly Pred by himself. Pred able to get 2. Pred, I thought that little awkward sequence over the door, maybe he was going to get a 3rd and have a chance. I didn't see where the last player was, how close they were for a potential trade, but doesn't matter. They close it out 5 rounds up. And Envoy able to get 3, right? Oh yeah, because he came and got the first 2. He wins that. He was 6-2 when we first hopped to himself.
Yeah, speaking of the door right there, like, what do you think there are more in the world, doors or tires?
I feel like I've been asked this before, and I thought through it a lot, but I don't remember what I concluded.
Me and Octane were talking about it.
Yeah? I'm going to go tires.
Yeah, but think of like an office building, how many doors there are.
That's true. That's true. Well, I think about how many tires when you think about like little Hot Wheels cars and stuff too. Like,
I hear you.
Yeah, there's more than just like regular cars, bro.
18-wheelers.
You count wheels in video games? Oh, but you count doors in video games. Oh, are we going into the metaverse? Numbers though for Falcons here for a moment as they try to extend this map too. Priesta improves their odds. Pred gets gunned to sleep. Hydra and Ghosty. Well, Ghosty wins that. You really got a chance to still take this round. Now it's all going to be on Hydra, and he'll be flushed out and dropped. So, second round there for Falcons.
Good stuff there. Able to get that first blood converted into a round win. Yeah. 1 round at a time. Think about all the wheels on the chairs. It's crazy when you actually think about it.
Dude. There's levels to this. Something I really haven't thought about, Joe. Man. Oh, yeah, that's true. Wheeler. That's a wheel.
Right.
Andy, you probably roll him down a hill. Okay.
Well, anybody should roll down a hill.
I'm done. That's true. You're right. I meant nothing negative, but one of those rounds that Hydra gets aggressive over towards Burger. So often finds an opening pick, this time not given the angle, and it's, I think Priesta is going to be hunting for him, or trying to lock him in at least. Scrap just chilling for now, and he wants to chow you up close and personal with the AR. Pred's got the weapon of choice, though, and able to win it. Scrap's so good at those gunfights, but Pred not losing that.
No, I think Scrap, he's just trying to find that first blood, get us to a map number 3.
Yeah, he got a little antsy. He's like, I'm sending it, bro. I don't care what weapon he has. He can have a rocket launcher. I'm going. Pred, his second in the round.
Now they're starting to get caught.
Yeah.
The patience is paying off here for Vegas.
Plant in, 2v4 retake chance for Hydra and Ghosty. Pred gets the ace. Ooh. So you have an Arseny's ace and now a Pred ace. Is 2 of your 3-round victories. I guess that's what it takes. Hell of a round there for Pred.
We need X-Day, we need Priesta.
And they win. That'd be 5-5. You're right. That's
then we sub Clay in.
Okay, he has to get an ace. Okay. A couple insane rounds individually. As they chat through how they want to play this next defense. Pred seems to be kind of shot calling on this. And they're getting aggressive.
Yeah, well, these have a car, so they're going to play around the info. Trying to catch them gens. Oh, no, the team kill. And, well, you lose a man, and now Hydra is here, and that should be the map.
All in our cities. He already has an ace.
One player was in a car, but he's not going to know that.
He already had a 1v2. Maybe he pulls off the 1v3 here. Not going to happen. Thieves close it out. I mean, kind of similar to the map 1. Like, they just go up huge, and then it seems like, I don't want to say they get lazy, but they just get caught.
They try to take down fights, yeah.
They try to take fights, and then
scratch right up the middle of DVD, yeah.
Yes, yeah. Like that's an insane shot with an AR.
With an AR,
yeah,
correct.
Yeah,
it is.
It really is. But they were up, what, 5-1, 5-2. Now they look to close it out into control. Yeah, I mean, it's been about as lopsided as you would expect it to be.
That is a fact.
Thieves, quite good. Falcons, unfortunately, quite bad. 250 to 121, 6-3 in the search. Looking to end it on vault control. But yeah, no, we saw pretty good vault control out of, Vegas yesterday. Pretty good example of some nice control gameplay. I think it was Pred next that led the way.
Just running in circles.
No, literally just doing laps. We'll see if he can maybe make Thieves dizzy on the way to a win. Des, talk to us about 1 and 2.
I would like to watch Search and Destroy again, Allie, because it will take about 45 seconds.
I think we could roll Clint's head down a bowling alley.
What?
Bowling ball head, like
Bowling ball head?
roll. I could throw a strike with this head.
Would you put your thumb in his mouth to roll it? I don't think it's worth the risk. Let's take a look at our footage from game 2. So dirty. Oh boy, look at these plays. Disgusting, Al.
Disgusting. I mean, Rewind should kind of be in LAT's wheelhouse, but it's interesting in the way that it can get a little chaotic and weird sometimes, and I think it kind of forces the SMG duo outside of LAT's to get uncomfortable, and that's where we see Onslaught thrive. He's got 4 in a row. I mean, it was just unbelievable out of both of them. The SMG is just feeling really calm.
Yeah, I mean, I thought when Vegas, Justin started to slow it down a little bit, things got a lot better, right? Thieves obviously taking their foot off the gas, both of these maps, and letting them back into it. But for the most part, this is big bank, take little bank. I mean, Thieves just outclassed them in almost every way, shape, or form. Rotations, early round setups, in the middle of these rounds as well, just like getting away with their lives. And that's why they mount such a huge lead early on in the Search and Destroy, give themselves a 2-0 lead.
LA Thieves competing for the #1 spot in our regular season point standings. They have been dominant as of late. They won our most recent major, and they're showcasing why, up 2-0 at the half after dominating Search.
Yeah, it's hard to talk about series like this. I mean, this is the LADs we expect to see last week. I mean, this is just business as usual for them. They're one of the best teams in the game for a reason, coming off a huge win. So for them, this is just.
I mean, it's a good match to get them back on schedule, right? I mean,
just real quick, can we pause?
Yes.
You got 3 round wins. 2 of them required aces from individuals.
Absolutely.
Let that marinate.
It's not ideal.
Yeah, all right, so get back on track for LA Thieves.
I was just saying, they're getting back on track with a nice 3-0 here would be huge, but their next 2 matches, I mean, they have Boston, they have Cloud9. We talked about it. Those aren't the easiest games, right? And you're looking at potential losers bracket here, so maps are very important, and especially if, you end with a 2 and 3 split, you're going to need some 3-0s in those 2 wins. So this will be a massive 3-0 for LA Thieves.
Allie, opening 100 seconds, LA Thieves had 72 points.
Yeah, it was an unbelievable opener. I believe Hydra, I remember Clay calling out, he 4 in a row, right off the bat with an AR in hand, taking up that top hallway. I mean, again, it's just been a really good series out of the SMGs, honestly, from the side of LA Thieves.
Yeah, to me on this Skyline, I mean, coming into this last 60 days, Vegas were 4-0 on Skyline. They've had some thunders, breakoffs, and obviously the game gets away from them early in this one, but they're just not able to battle back in until it's way too late. And I feel like, there's just no chemistry here. Exit somehow +5, and they're down 130 points, which is just confusing to me. RCD's had an extremely slow start. He was 1-10 to start the game, right? So people just on a different page if you're on the Vegas Falcons, and that's going to happen when you play against a world-class team like these.
All right, top of the leaderboard versus bottom of the leaderboard. It's going about as expected. Let's take a look, though, at some hidden heroes, because we've brought together some fantastic, fun facts about 4 friends, I believe, again today.
4
do
friends?
it.
4 friends.
My favorite segment.
Hidden heroes. What is my tip? Hidden legends. Major 3 KD of a .99. Best placement 3rd. Series wins 16.
Which one are you doing first?
Bottom right.
Series wins 16. Best placement 3rd. I'm going to go with, wait a second.
16 series wins.
Wait, so
Should
it's
be helpful
still
here.
in.
I'm going to go Rencor. Yeah,
Where?
Rencor.
Rancor medals.
Medals.
Hidden legend.
Best placement first, series wins 28. A 1.04, that's gotta be like in LA or in Atlanta.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
we're getting context from
Wait, what was the
production.
context?
2 picks in. Go ahead, producer. What is this? Underrated players.
Who the
in
hell is
action.
underrated?
Top right.
Who is underrated on LA or Atlanta?
Envoy top right. Or Dan, wait, it might be Dan.
Wait, there were 6 teams.
Y'all think Envoy is, hold on. Who thinks Envoy is underrated?
Wait, no, that's actually true, I feel like.
Not
Last couple of
He
years.
is not
Some
Envoy
of the
is
fans
not
are still
The first-
feeling.
underrated.
You would say every name on LADs before you say Envoy. Is true or
Envoy
false?
is, wait, and what?
Like just in general.
No.
No, I'd
Put
say-
Envoy
Really?
above Dan Ghosty for sure.
All right, let's move on here to bottom left. Major 3 KD of a 1.03. Best placement, top 3 series wins 13.
Wait, this is
It's got to be
Dashy.
Dashy in play today. Dashy,
In play today.
Oh, is it? Yeah, he's playing
Yeah.
today. He's playing
Yeah,
after
yeah.
this.
Yeah, that's
We'll go with Dashy.
show me a Dashy.
Ooh, that was a good try, right team.
Oh wow, that was strong. 8 teams. That's a lot of players.
is really-
Underrated.
This is hard.
Major 3.98. Best placement, top 6 series wins 11. Boston player, Giga Wake.
Wait, you want me?
Giga
I have a guess.
is Ezreal.
Soda.
You had Minnesota?
I was gonna go with somebody on mini.
I was
Yeah.
thinking
It was
in
gonna
my
be
head.
Hero.
We're
Hindsight.
0 for 4. And
That's not
Vegas
true.
Falcons
I got Envoy.
about to be 0 for 3. Let's take a
I got
look here
Envoy right.
at game
What?
number 3.
No,
Coming
we
up.
were
One
0 for 4.
time, I got
Did you
something
get it right? Did
the
you?
one time.
She got it right. Well done. Al.
Thank you.
Thank you, production, for clarifying that. Those were our unexpected, underrated legends. We have 2 of them joining us live on the mic. One of them rounder than the other.
Oh.
I don't see Wheeler up here.
It's insane.
Listen, I get the Envoy thing. Because I agree with Ant that, like, I think anyone that has a brain doesn't feel that way, but there are, like, a lot of, I think, like, fans that just think Envoy stinks. Like, dude, that was, like, a trend. What was it, the Toronto year? Like, there's a lot of that, bro. I think people do. Like, I remember, like, tweets were crazy. But I don't think that. I think Envoy's great. But I'm telling you, man, Envoy's underappreciated sometimes.
Oh, 100%.
I thought Ant was crazy not thinking that was the thing. I don't know. You never know with Wheeler, dude. Oh, Wheeler, what are we gonna do
We
with him?
appreciate him.
We do. We appreciate him. He's been doing such a great job. Always keeps it entertaining on the desk. He's my favorite bowling ball. All right. Here we go. Map 3. Maybe it ends here. You know, Thieves in form. Could be the best control team in the league, especially online. We did see a pretty good performance from Falcons yesterday. We'll see if they can chain together a couple on Vol hardpoint. Vault control, that is.
Well, Hydra just hits Cough, but another B break off. We've seen a little bit more, so both ARs will be here. Josie and Scrap hoping the take doesn't happen.
And that was Falcons that were really trying those early B hits yesterday, yeah?
Yeah. And they actually did a very good job finding success. But then right off spawn, LAD's going to start to work this A point.
Getting towards it. Starting to maybe work it, but not really finding any kind of opening yet. Envoy thinks he has one, and that's not going to happen. Hydra, though, in position aggressively here opposite Art to a P4, and he's able to get to at least cut down the reinforcements as they try to get across. So it's going to free up everything for A. And as long as Hydra can stay there, I mean, this is going to be interesting because if his teammates win it on the point, I'm going to just take this to B, bro.
Well, that's what they're going to do. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. Because they have not found Hydra, he's just forcing everybody to have to rotate through the middle of the map, through Catwalk from Vegas. So they're right on a B. 2 ticks done. You still have multiple players on it. Nobody has contested this. Finally, you're going to challenge Hydra, and what, you're going to die.
I mean, the hardest step is Art control and B-side street control. Like, we already have it. Let's go ahead and transition off. I thought in a perfect world, they won that first push, got A, and then went right to B. But, like, no, that's smarter. Just go straight to B, get it done. And now they'll try to lock down A. But that is, that's all Hydra, man. And they finally, that was right there was the first time he died after that stretch.
Yeah, he's just able to get in Art and lets his teammates know I have an AR up here. Let me find a couple of kills. Does just that. Now inside of the A point. over to his duo and Scrap to get a double.
Wow.
Round 1 done.
Yeah, and that is one of the more convincing offenses we've seen on Vault recently. Dominant there out of Thieves, and Hydra's probably laughing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I'll tell you. I just went over there, killed a couple of them. I was hanging out hard. I don't know what they were doing. They were spawning out. They couldn't decide what to do, so I just killed a couple more. Next thing you know, we won the round.
But in French.
Yes.
But in French.
Or with like a French accent, I guess. I doubt he's calming in French, because that'd be confusing to his teammates, Joe. Unless they all learned French.
For him?
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
No,
maybe that was part of his contract with Thieves. I don't know what Nadeshot's doing. Like, you guys got to learn French?
Maybe he teaches them some things.
Yeah, maybe. But a nice offensive start. Envoy only gets a kill, but you get the round win on offense. How can Falcons find anything? All they find is the corpses of their comrades off of this opener. And I mean, you're already, Hydra's literally killing you in spawn 20 seconds into the round. You know it's going to be tough. And Envoy, maybe not much going in the opening offense, but starting off nicely here in the defense.
Yeah, they just got to find him. He's going to find 3 in a row. Now it's just time to finesse. Xnid's hoping to get the trade. Still trying to find him. Oh, wow. Wait, how did he just...
I have no idea.
Jump backwards from that?
I don't know. Maybe he got punched and bought back. That looked absurd.
It was like the momentum of Envoy, just kicking him in the shins.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like, honestly. Start to get the progress going. Despite struggling massively in the opening seconds. Now Preds kind of heats up towards the point. Second tick about to be done. They try to keep surviving here. Scrap not able to find an opening as he tries to push through aggressively. Those two from Exton. Now this gets interesting. So you have a couple dead, and A's just about to finish. That's going to be maybe our control, depending on the timing.
Yeah, only 1 spawns are. You need to win this gunfight, or at least waste his time. And Exton does just that. So 4 in a row. The whole team's shouting him, but the good thing is he finds a kill. So numbers still over to Falcons.
Pred tries to follow up right where Exton was, and he can't come away with anything. You've had 2 pretty much playing on the point throughout this. You at least get a tick down. I don't think it's going to lead to anything more for now, as Thieves have retaken in that scary situation. But a really nice stretch of offense there from Falcons. The question is just, can they close out the round?
Yeah, you probably want a little bit more there from Pred, but it's always a tough spot, right? He doesn't know they all spawn art. State maybe 1 spawns behind him, so he just wants to go try to help him out. Instead gets caught.
You still have a presence here towards B, though. Unfortunately, your B Street players got picked, so it's really just Exton and Pred then that were playing around mid-map. Exton's got an AR out, and he's finding kills, but they're going to need to work towards the objective. Still a good bit of work, or good amount of work to do. Thankfully, they still have about half of that second tick done. It hasn't been cleared.
I mean, look at Thieves. And there's only 1 person here, B Street. So as soon as you get on this point, like, they're going to have to start to move. Josie cannot die, and well, he does. So now it is time to go. And well, we saw this yesterday. The offense for Falcons was solid. Hydra almost gets all 3, but the fact he gets 2 is going to make this interesting.
Yeah, I think the double might be enough to get them back to the point, and you had no respawns remaining, though. Envoy, the car is going to take him out of it. Everybody flying forward. That is done. Nice offense there from Falcons. Exton is fired up. He had some big picks, especially the one on Ghosty, towards that B point. So they'll get the round victory, and they're staying alive.
Yeah, I like that from Exton, right? Just pull out another AR. And, you know, you can just kind of lock them in hard side. But then you just kind of saw it. He was able to find Josie. As soon as he dies, like, they're like, there's nobody else here.
No,
watch the flanks.
I think that Thieves were kind of like, these guys are just slugs. Like, let's just hit it then. Like, they're not really pushing this. Like, let's just go. Unfortunately, yeah, Exton catches Ghosty and things collapse. If that gunfight doesn't happen, if Exton's playing a little bit slower, maybe that flank through from Thieves works out. But yeah, I mean, I think they maybe are just laughing because they know there's a little unorthodox to leave 1 person at B and have everyone else hit out their mid and pool side. Gonna think that's maybe
trying things out.
Yep. Incredible offense the first time through. The breaks have been dominated by Thieves on both sides of it. Once again, Hydra's going to be in your spawn real fast. Unfortunately, timing just not quite there for him. Exton able to pick it up, but Envoy's gotten here as well. He's just spotting the cross for any kind of info.
Well, I mean, that 1 kill, right? Envoy instead would be... Oh, my goodness! And then Lordy!
Loaded.
That was unbelievable from Envoy.
Yeah, I mean, the second one was just pure filth. And this will be a B capture, more than likely. He's like, underrated my ass.
Check this out.
Watch me move. Hydra secures a triple of his own. That'll be B done. And you know, if you're going to be getting B done first on offense every single time, you're probably going to win a good amount of offenses here on Vault.
That is a fact, maybe.
Yeah. You're welcome. I'm really breaking it down, Joe. Oh, this series is going to make me lose my marbles. Oh, another triple in from Hydra, trying to chain it into a fourth, but we'll come up short there. The round, though, about to be decided unless someone can get on and contest. Scrap, well, okay, no one's going to get forward. I thought Scrap had to get a kill or two. He didn't even need to get it, so offense done again. These guys are having too much fun, dude.
In like the middle of the Envoy, like clip, I was just gonna say, like maybe that first kill was massive because you would have had 2 on B.
Yeah.
Instead, but Hydra died, but then it didn't matter.
Oh, no, it didn't. No, whoever was at the door, the
break
second
down.
player got just spit on. Like, that was... Yeah, this second kill is absurd. Because the third, I think he shoots someone in the back. Yeah, Xnet got just fried.
But did like the door mess him up? I don't know.
Maybe. Well, the door, I don't know what was happening there with the door, to be honest with you. It was open, it was closed, there's a ghost just...
Hey, I'm thinking we remove him.
Yeah, no.
I've been saying it since MW19.
Yeah, no.
But I'm good.
I hear you. I agree with you.
Game stinks.
Finding an opening is Pred. Everyone just focused on B on the other side. Pred is the one player on the opposite side. No one watching it. He finds 2, and this could be a B capture. This is the last. When was the last time we saw a Vault that was like all offense? Beginning of the year or something?
Beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Stage 1.
Yeah, we saw, what did we see? We saw a day 1 Skyline today. Or say day 1 Vault, it feels like.
And I mean, you get out if you're Thieves and then you're Fort Etienne. Yeah, Pred is still in your spawn.
B still hasn't been finished, but yeah, they still are trying to deal with Pred. Oh, nice little snap at the banister. Maybe going to save Envoy.
Maybe both teams want to work on their offense.
Yeah. 100%. Probably. Nice little finesse here from Priesta. He's double negative, but hell, still got a chance to take this offense and get us to around 5. And I'm not sure where we're headed based on the kills, yeah?
Yeah, well, we don't know scoreboard.
It's probably the doors' fault. I guarantee the scoreboard's broken as the doors.
I agree.
Yeah.
Might have to hotfix that.
Yeah, maybe we can. Xnet going to be the last up here. Thieves will have to hold for 90 seconds. Lives are still okay, but got to bring it back a bit. Because you have enough time here to probably bring it to lives if you're Falcons, just due to efficiently, or how efficiently you got B. And this is where Xnet and Pred can just be so good.
I mean, there were a couple of chances throughout this round where the LA Thieves had Fort Ed, and then they just got like wiped right back.
No, they absolutely did. And where I said the lives margin, you were bringing it back a second ago. Not necessarily the case anymore, because now you're done 8 all of a sudden. Progress going at a 1 more tick to send us to the round 5. And maybe it's the rare occasion where you want offense in this matchup. Nice shots from Fred again. If he had a little more in the sub, he might win that. They haven't finished it yet, but it's just a matter of time now. Bleeding out Thieves.
He's going to push on forward. 5 lives remaining. You want to work the point, though. Yeah, make sure you have the ticks. They do. Round 5. Here we go.
All right, so we'll see who's got defense, who's got offense. I'm not sure it matters all that much, at least in this one right now. Wouldn't be surprised if someone could just hold a defense, but this has been all offense. So see how it plays out. Best play is going to be that opening stretch from Pred. Well, this might be deeper in it, or the tail end of it. I'm not sure.
It was like in the middle of it, I think.
Was it? Okay, because I know he went off that little bit of a run right to break off. Pred trying to will them to victory here, the map 3. Maybe see another hard point. Try to get revenge for the map 1 slaughter. We'll see who's got which side. All right, so offense for Falcons. Could they win 3 offenses, or do we finally see
our Thieves play defense?
A proper defensive stand here out of the Thieves? They've won a lot of the breakoffs. They didn't in the last round. This time they're able to do it, though. More often than not, that's been the case. Not going to capitalize on it. They've been a little aggressive and got caught sometimes. They're going to get right back to it and try to see what space they can take. Ghosty at least finishes the first. I
So
thought
you trade this out if you're Falcons. Like, trades are just going to help them get out. Now they're already on the B point. Going to be 2 on it. Hydra, though, he's on the flank. Doesn't see Priesta. Playing in that spot. Now he's just finessing.
Here we go. First tick done at B. Offense still rolling right now for Falcons. Challenging it is Hydra. I thought he was losing that one for sure. Somehow he might end up getting 3 out of that. Exit has the right idea, but tosses stun one way, turns the other, and he drops. So Thieves once again able to regain a semblance of balance.
This is all Hydra, right? I mean,
yeah.
You still had presence at B. Maybe get a second tick done, but now you've just regained map control if you are Thieves behind Hydra's play.
Pride had to be a wizard there because everyone else dropped. He would have needed to go absolute sicko mode if he was going to do anything, but again, I mean, it's like Hydra, I mean, whoever. It seems like the Thieves plan is like the second we have 3 or 4 down, we're going as far forward as possible.
They're just getting caught, though.
Yeah, no, they are. And that's the risk of it. Probably maybe you want to get reps from that position to see how greedy you can get, but the greed has mostly been punished throughout at least the first 2 offensive rounds for Falcons. Now it seems to go a little bit better for Thieves because, well, they're up 7 lives. The fact that, I mean, yeah, there's just been no capture, and you just say you have 9 lives, right? They've just been slammed. Here's your chance. 2 dead, and pausing the clock, or just getting into art. It's going to be number 1 in Pred. So they got to be thinking B. Pred's going to get slammed, though, unfortunately. Yeah, and
that's the kill.
If he wins that one-on-one, this might be the extension. They still might be able to do it, but still, the live's going to be a bit problematic. Scrap still holding the angle. Goes to Chow the inner door. Exit Lion prone will shut him down. Ghosty, though, is clearing the point. 4 seconds now to go. They're able to get onto A. Someone's got to get back onto A. No respawns remaining. This round was just an old-fashioned slang montage out of Thieves. That'll seal the series. They get it done. In round 5, defense. Whole hell of a lot of offense up to that point. But Hydra probably with the play there at B. Yeah. I mean, the fact he changed that second kill, I thought he didn't know right. Because what, it was Priest that was kind of lane prone that got 2 or 3 early?
Yep.
I thought it was going to be the difference maker, but then Hydra gets involved. Prompts the retake to get a little more value out of some of their aggressive pushes. And Thieves expected to take a 3-0. They take a 3-0.
They dominated.
No, they really did. And I think, again, you saw some nice moments offensively from Falcons on vault control. It's just, I don't know, there's not